have me, y'all. It's your girl, Joy CJ.
And I'm Tabby Mo.
And y'all know we keep it juicy on the juice, y'all. We have Tiff Marie in the building.
Hey, hey.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling really good. Thank you for having me.
Yes, and look, we see Oh Yeah is out now.
It is. It's one of those, like, 90s vibes. Just giving you, every time I, like, hear it, I think about Chicago being in, like, a house party or seeing that guy you've been trying to get at all night and, you never know what things gonna lead. So.
Yeah, so give us a little background about yourself, like what made you get into music and how long have you been doing it for?
I've been doing music since I was about 13, started in church choir. My father was a producer.
Okay.
And I used to just watch him making music with other artists, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. That's what I'm gonna do. So I've just been doing it for a long time. Took a little bit of a break, and then I came back to it. I'm like, I'm here for good. You got my heart.
Yes.
And now you said, at the parties, this song like a make you want to go up to a man. So sis, do you shoot your shot if you see somebody you want?
I am a little more reserved. I'm very reserved. So I'd rather somebody like shoot a shot at me, and then we'll see. If the vibe is right, then maybe it would be a go. But, yeah.
Now, you said that you took a little break and you're back now. So take us through that process. Like, what was it like stopping and then starting? Like, were you nervous to come back into it? Do you feel like it's a time limit on when you have to stop and restart? Just give us the juice.
When I took a break, it was more so like for me, obviously, life happens. You don't know, what you're gonna do next, and I was like, okay, maybe I should just stop this for a while, and I focused on my other career, and then I got back into it because I think it was for the holiday. My dad was making music, and he asked me to write him a Christmas song.
Okay.
So I did, and we recorded, and I was like, oh my God. It's kind of like when you see your first love again, and you haven't seen him in like forever, but every time you see him, you get those like butterflies. So that's what it's like for me, and I was like, okay, yeah. But
I love it.
The break, it just made me realize just how much I missed it.
Absolutely.
Come on. And what's your Ooh Yeah record? I seen the visuals, and I seen y'all was hitting those moves on a dance court, on a basketball court, actually. So I just want to know, where did that creative process come from? You said, hey, we're going to go to the court. Who helped you come up with the creativity?
So me and my manager was talking about it. And since I'm so in love with the 90s, 702, when they were on the court, they did Stilo. It was like walking the court. And I was like, I would want to do something on the court, except, maybe add like a little dance sequence. Kind of like, back in the day, you would be on the court, you see somebody, ghetto cheerleading, if you want to call it. So that was just really much the vibe. And then just kind of bringing, something to Chicago. Like, yes, we do go outside. It's more than just, all that other stuff and shooting and, so I definitely wanted to bring that out, and that's why I had like a lot more people in that one, just showing like the Chicago life in the summertime.
Now, you said that you write your records. So do you write every single record, and do you like also writing with other artists, or tell us about that?
Well, yes, so I write all of my records. I didn't write one of my records. That was produced by K Major and Boogie Beats. So, but majority, yes. I've collaborated with a few artists on this project as well. His name is Shay Jennifer. So that was really a really cool experience. He was able to play off of the song. It's like a back and forth between a man and a woman having a conversation. So. It's definitely gonna be a nice little vibe.
Yeah, I love that. Now let's get to the relationship back with you and your dad. You say your dad is a producer. So how many songs have he produced for you?
Oh, he did my entire first EP. That was just me coming back,
That's
just
so cool.
getting my feet wet. He was like, okay, if you're gonna do this, I help you out. So he did that whole first EP. He does have a track on this new EP coming up called Resolution. So I'm really excited about that, and that's just one of the ways that we share, our chemistry is through music.
Yeah. So do you feel like that you want to get into the producing side as well, or do you just want to stick to being an artist?
I thought about it, and to me, it's more complicated than it seems. Just singing is already hard enough. Like coming up with the melodies and the backgrounds and the harmonies, and then you add production and EQ, and it just seems more complicated. So I'll leave that to the people that really got that on lock. I wouldn't mind doing it though, if that's a skill that I gained down the road. But right now we're gonna focus on this artistry.
Absolutely.
Come on. And speaking of artistry, who's some artists in the game that you look up to?
Right now I love Seven Streeter. Kehlani for sure. Summer Walker, Tink, representing Chicago.
Come on, Tink.
That gives me inspiration. So those are just some of the ladies that I'm listening to, in the game right now.
So if you had to pick out of all the names you just named, if you had to pick one for a collab, who would it be?
Oh, that's not. I'm gonna have to say Tink. We represent Chicago.
Come on.
I have to stay home. So yeah, I would have to say.
Yes. Now Diddy, the other day, he said R&B is dead. So what's your opinion on that?
I won't say that it's dead. What I will say, it's not as it's not put in the forefront as much as hip hop is, especially in the city of Chicago. Like we're mostly known for drill music. So we have to create more opportunities for R&B to be heard. And I'm okay with that. Like, I don't think it's dead. It just makes us, or we find more creative ways to express ourselves and get our music out there. Would I like it to be more opportunity? Yes. But I'm okay with where it's at, and especially with the ladies that are leading in it now. So.
And what are some opportunities that you would like to see come to the city for artists?
I think touching more so on the business side. Like, we talk about music all day long. You hear a 2-minute clip of a song and it's great, but it's so much more behind it. It's so much more that comes into making records, and it's business. And a lot of artists get caught up in bad business. So I think that's something that, like, people that are like in the industry should probably like spend more time talking about. Well, no matter what city it's in, everybody's just out here to create. But you can get caught up in the wrong situation, and then it's kind of like starting over or can't make music. So business first.
Now let's talk about, we have mixtapes, EPs, and singles. Now, do you think the time we live in now that it's easier for an artist to make it off a single, or do you think we still need to push mixtapes and EPs?
That's a good question. I would say today, I feel like because of social media, a single can get you a long way, especially if it's hot or it goes viral. They rocking with it, and we've seen that, with a few artists. So I would say you have the opportunity to make it off of the single. However, you still want to make sure you have a catalog when it comes to getting your music out there. You don't want to be like a one-hit wonder. So I think it goes both ways. So if you go viral, you have the single, you're making the singles, great. You still want to make sure you have that longevity in that catalog. So I think that's important.
Yeah. Now, you got your team in the building, so what would you say to like new artists about, picking their team and just how important that really is?
I would say definitely get someone that you trust, that's been there since day one. And it doesn't matter if they have the experience, because they can learn along the way. You're going to make mistakes, but you learn from them, create a plan that works for you, and just keep pushing. So I think that's the number one thing, is finding people that really trust you. Because if you can find people that you really trust, then opportunity is going to come, because nobody's going to rock harder than they will to get you the opportunities that you need.
Love that.
Now, let us know, a little juicy question. What is Tiff Marie doing when you're not doing music? What are things you do that help relax you?
Drink.
Won't it do it? Well, what you like to drink?
Okay, don't judge. Okay, so I do like the apple crown. I do like apple crown and lemonade.
Okay.
Shout out management, appreciate you. And a little ratchet with the Taylor port. It's really good though. It's a really good wine. Very strong, but it tastes so good. And about two glasses, I'm dead.
Yes. Now let us know, what's the goal for Tiff Marie? Like, where do you want to take this, and where do you see yourself?
I have no limits. I want to take it as far as music will allow me to take it. And so I think that's just, one of the most important things. I do have like goals. Of course, I'm continuing to build my fan base and network, build relationships, because that's important. But as far as it takes me, I feel like if I put a limit on it, then I might just hit my ceiling. So.
Yeah. Do you feel nowadays that women in the music game have to be a little bit more vulgar or more sexual to make it to the top?
Yeah, maybe just a little bit. I think there's just the era that we're in. Sex sells. You see it in TV shows. You see it on social media. You have to look a certain way. So I think that definitely does play a part. But I still think that you can lead with talent. So you have, artists like her that are killing it, and, so it really just depends. We're over sexualized, but you can still get your point across and your talent without necessarily being overly vulgar.
Now let everybody know, what can they be expecting from Tiff Marie, and let us know, what you're working on right now.
Yes, so I am done with my EP called Heart's Tale. It will be dropping in the fourth quarter. So I'm looking around November. I'm really excited about this. They're going to see a different side than they saw from the first EP. It's if I had to describe it, it's every situation that you could probably be in a relationship. The ups, the downs, in betweens, arounds. So it's definitely something on there for everyone. So yeah.
What about even is someone up for married couples that cheat?
Yeah. It's
she got it all.
It might be something in there. It's called resolution. So definitely, if there's married couples that cheat, that would definitely be a song that could be on repeat.
I love that, man. Let everyone know where they can keep up with you on all social media platforms, and also if you have anything coming up or going on, let them know.
Yes, so my Instagram is its_Tiff Marie, and that's all together. I'm mostly just on Instagram. Facebook is the same as well. Right now, I'm just currently in the studio getting my pen together. So that's what I have going on right now, and then dropping that EP in November called Heart's Tale.
Nice. Now, do you have any features in your EP?
Yes. So the first EP was with K Major. That was the dance track, and this time I got to work with him on a producer level where he produced the track real bad. And then we had Shay Jennifer, who is on a track called Answer This, and that is the conversation where we're going back and forth just about, where we're at. So
that's creative. I love that.
Well, yeah, that's super, super dope. I know we can't wait to hear it and, put those songs in rotation on the Juice Chicago. So we appreciate you coming out. And once again, shout yourself out and let everybody know where they can keep up with you on all social media.
Yes, it's Tiff Marie, Instagram. It's ITZ_Tiff Marie all together. All right.
Come on, man. It's the vibe to me. Look, make sure y'all following Tiff Marie on everything. We'll be right back.